A lot of people look forward to purchasing brand new hardware. It can be as simple as going out of your way to just play your games at a better resolution and frame rate like they're doing on the Xbox Series X when it comes to all of their Xbox enhanced games that are going to work on that brand new console. Then you have the other side of the equation where people go out of their way to purchase brand new systems to just play brand new games. And this is something that will always be the case when it comes to next generation hardware versus what we already currently have. But sometimes I think people forget about the ramifications of actually going out and getting brand new hardware like that. In order to get the resolution bumps and the frame rate bumps and just the overall texture quality that you want in these brand new experiences to push the envelope to give you something that you weren't able to experience in the previous generation. And in order to get that type of fidelity, file sizes is truly going to play a huge pivotal point in that development. So in this video, we're going to talk about why a lot of these games that are being announced have huge file sizes and why a lot of people are kind of upset that the next generation systems don't seem like they're accommodating you around those file sizes for the prices that you're paying, and something you probably should start thinking about doing so you can avoid having to go out and buy external expandable drives. Let's talk about it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Forte, and thank you for checking out this video. And yeah, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to this subject at hand. But first, let's talk about all the things you can do to help support the channel. Truly appreciate all the love and support you guys been giving on the videos. Please share this with all your friends on social media. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and turn on notifications because you'll know the next time one of my videos go live. But enough with all that. Let's get into the meat of the conversation of this topic, because a lot of people are truly just miffed why games have such huge file sizes and why this is going to be a problem in the next generation if you don't do a couple of different things to make it not be a problem, which you can definitely do right now. So a lot of this conversation stemmed from games like Call of Duty, especially last week when they announced the file sizes for their brand new game, which is Cold War. Even on PC with ultra settings and ray tracing, they said it was going to be 250 gigabytes to get the true experience of what this game has to offer on a PC platform. Now, fast forward to today, we get the breakdown on what it's going to be for consoles. And console isn't as bad as PC. And honestly, let's take a look at this diagram that they put on the screen a couple of weeks ago where they talked about Call of Duty being 250 gigs. As you can see right here in this picture, stated right there, plain as day, that's a lot of space used up on your system. And to their credit, this is something that I already knew was going to happen. And they also made an adjustment over the last couple of days where this is the new screenshot where they found a way to shrink the game. It's like 125 gigs now, and I think that is a more manageable space requirement that a lot of people will be happy with. But 250 gigs was kind of crazy. But we're going to see the same thing on consoles. You know, we're looking at 135 gigs at launch between the X and the S and the PS5. So this game by itself is going to be humongous, and it's going to take a significant amount of your hard drive space. Now, when we look at this as a size comparison, the PS5 reportedly comes in at 664 gigs on its internal SSD. The Xbox Series X, it comes in at 800 gigs on the internal SSD, while the S, the entry-level next-gen system, comes in at 364 gigabytes of space for games. This is all allocation only for games, not for that OS. That's already been deducted out of the size that you were getting on the system. But when it comes to a size comparison, you're talking about PS5 coming in at 664 gigs on the internal SSD for games. The Xbox Series X is going to come in at 800 gigs for games, and the S, the entry-level Xbox, which is going to be coming out to start next gen, that will be targeting 364 gigabytes of storage space for games, and that's coming in at 512. So you're losing about a good 150 gigs just to the OS and all of the different functionality going on in the system. Now, a lot of people are going to feel like this is way too much space to be taken up on a next gen system, and I just don't have the money to go out and spend $200 on an external SSD to make the space more palatable for me on the system. And guess what? You shouldn't have to. The biggest thing that you should really be worried about is deleting the games once you're done playing them. Or if you're already on one of these current gen systems and you have an external SSD already, keep all your games installed on that. A lot of people are going to be using those hard drives as extra storage space to basically just store all their games until they're ready to use them on their next gen systems. Xbox has already come out and replied and said as long as these games are on an external hard drive, you will still be able to play them on your brand new system. But if they are Xbox Series X enhanced games or just Xbox Series X games in general, you won't get the benefits of those games unless you're playing them on the internal SSD or the Seagate expansion drive that they sell separately for $219. That's the way you get the enhancements for all of the games that you want to play. But if you're just trying to play the games in their native Xbox One X form, then you should be perfectly fine just playing them right off the hard drive. Remember, your 360 games will play fine from there, as long as you're just trying to get the enhancements that are only going to be available from the developers that they use to give you better visual, better quality and stuff like that. Then you just play them on the hard drive that you have separately from your Series X, and that will definitely help you save space. Games that you want to get all of those graphical enhancements that are only going to be available in the games that basically give you those upgrades, you put those games on the hard drive and you'll benefit from the faster SSD speeds and everything like that. You'll still benefit from the SSD speeds even though games that aren't optimized for the brand new system when it comes like that, because the system's just faster overall, so you don't have to really worry about that. But ultimately it really just comes down to what you guys think. What is the first game that you are going to install in your Xbox Series X or S when you do pick it up? What type of enhancements are you looking forward to on the brand new system? Are you also going to go out and buy the external hard drive space for the Seagate expansion slot for the Xbox Series X? I definitely want to talk to you about that in the comment section. But outside of that, guys, I really truly appreciate all the love and support on the channel. You guys have been killing it. Please check us out on DPS Podcast later on tonight on my channel, 9 p.m. EST. Gonna be a great time. Link will be down in the description. Check me in Slow-Mo Backslap out. And please share this with all your friends on social media if you truly love the content, and make sure you subscribe before you leave out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good week. Peace.